Hello children, myself Anuradha Sinha, your SSC teacher, is present here with a new session of SSC. Children, we have already completed chapter 1, family relationship, and chapter 2, sensitivity towards others. You have seen in the videos that I had sent you the explanation of the chapter as well as the exercises which deals all the questions in it. The fill in the blanks, match the following, true, false, short question answers as well as long question answers. We have also done value based question answers and something to do. We have completed the entire explanation as well as the exercise of both chapter 1 and chapter 2. You have also given the test of chapter 1. Now you all prepare for chapter 2 so that you can be ready for the test in the coming week. Children, now I have come up with some extra questions of chapter 1. You all are aware of the fact that in the examination, it is not only the exercise question that comes. Along with the exercise questions, there are many questions which comes from inside the chapter. So, you have to be thorough with not only the exercise part as well as you have to be thorough with the chapter also. In order to make that convenient for you, in order to make that easy for you, I have come up with many extra questions of the chapter so that you can go through them and you can understand them. If you understand these extra questions properly, you will be able to answer not only the MCQ, the multiple choice questions, you would also be able to answer fill in the blanks, true, false, or short question answers. And one more thing, children, do not try to learn these answers. Do not try to mug up these answers. Try to understand each question properly so that you can write it in your own words also. Once you understand what the question is telling you, you can write it in your own words. Whether the question is in the form of MCQ or fill in the blanks or match the following or true and false, first you have to understand the concept of it. So let us begin. The first question. What do you understand by foster children? Foster children are not adopted but live with the family for a fixed period. They live with the family for a fixed period of time, not throughout the lifetime. Come to the next question. What do family members share in common? That means, what is the thing that is common for all the family members that they share? Family members share a common residence. Residence means the place where they live. And surname. Surname means the title that a person has. Suppose Mohit Singh. Singh is the surname. Khushwant Shukla. Shukla is the surname. So, what do the family members share? As they live under the same roof, as they live in the same house, they share a common residence. All of them live in one particular residence that is common for all the family members, as well as they share the surname. In a family, all the family members share the same surname. If the surname of the family is Singh, every member of that family has the surname Singh. Understood? You should also know your surname. What is your surname? If anybody asks you what is your name, then you say your complete name. But if a person asks only your surname, that what is your surname, then at that time you don't have to say your name. You just have to say the title. If Singh or Srivastav or Sukla or Verma, you have to mention that. Now come to the next question. Question number 3. What is considered as the first school of the child? That means, which is the first school of the child, from where the beginning of education starts for the child? Family is considered as the first school of the child. That means the child learns his first lesson from the family. That lesson is not what is related to your studies exactly. That lesson is the lesson of sharing, caring, helping, providing cooperation. These all are the attributes or the qualities that the child first learns at home. Now come to the next question. Why is family considered as the first school of the child? Why? Why is the family considered as the first school? You have to give the reason in it. Family is considered as the first school of the child because the child learns the do's and the don'ts of the society. First learn what is the meaning of, first understand this. What is the meaning of do's? Do's means all those things that you are supposed to do, that you should do, like being polite. You should be polite to others. Being helpful. You should always be ready to help others if they really need your help. You should always step forward and help, whether that person is your family member or he is your friend or he is your neighbor. You should always provide a helping hand. You should be helpful in nature. Being caring. This is very important because every member of the family should take care of each other. And not only your family members, if you find that the others also need your care and you are in a position to provide that, you should always be ready for this. So these are the do's that the child learns in a family, that he should do, he should follow. And the don'ts of the society. The don'ts of the society means that he should not do. He should not be rude to others. He don't have to do this. He should not be rude to others. He should not say a lie. Always develop the habit of speaking the truth. He should not develop the habit of scattering the things in the house. That means he should develop the habit of arranging his things in the house at a particular and keeping it at the particular place. This habit should be developed in a child from the very, very beginning, from his childhood itself. So, the things that a child should do, that is do's, and that he should not do, that is don'ts. So, this is the reason why as the child learns this do's and don'ts from the family itself, from the very beginning, from the childhood itself, so family is considered as the first school. Now come to the next question. What is the surname of your family? Now see here children. Here the surname of the child will vary from one family to other family. This is the reason why I have given a blank over here. You all can write your surname. If your surname is Singh, write here Singh. If your surname is Verma, write here Verma. Okay. Whatever is your surname, you have to write here. This answer to this will vary from one student to other student. Okay? Now come to the next question. What role do older family members play in a family? Older family member here means the elder member of the family. Your grandfather, your grandmother, these are the people who are the older member of your family. So, what role do they play? Means how do they guide you? How do they help you? Older family members pass on values. Values here means good qualities, good good qualities that should be given to you. Their lessons that they pass on to you. And family traditions. Family traditions we have already done in the beginning of the chapter, and I had explained you that passes on from the elder generation to the younger generation. So these are passed on from the older family to the younger generation. So they are the experienced ones, so they share their experiences with the younger generation also. Now come to the next question. Name few qualities that children of joint family develop. You have studied in the chapter. There are two types of family, the nuclear family and the joint family. You have to write those qualities that children of joint family develop. Few qualities that children of joint family develop are cooperation, living in harmony, and caring for the members of the family. Cooperation means helping each other. As the children of the joint family live with so many family members, so from the very beginning they develop this habit of helping each other. Living in harmony, that means living together happily while taking care of each other's needs and requirements, and caring for the members of the family. And at the same time, not only living happily, living and caring also with the members of the family. Now come to the next question. In a nuclear family, who provides all the support, companionship and advice to the children? Companionship means company when you are with somebody else. That is known as companionship. So in a nuclear family, a family where you have father, mother and the children, who provides the support, the companionship and the advice that is required to the children? In a nuclear family, the answer is, in a nuclear family, the parents and siblings. Sibling means the brothers and sister. They are known as sibling means the child that are present in the family. Maybe there are two brothers or two or three sisters, or one brother and one sister. They are referred as siblings. So the parents, the siblings, they provide all the support, companionship and advice to the children. Now come to the next question. In which type of family greater interaction is seen among the parents and the children? So which type of family? You have to mention whether the family is a joint family or a nuclear family. Where do you find greater interaction? That means they interact more with each other. That is the parents and the children. In nuclear family, as the nuclear family is a small family, mother, father and their children. So there is more interaction among them. They all spend time together, they all have conversation with each other, they all play games with each other. So there is more interaction with the family members, the mother, father, and the children. Now come to the last question. How can family unity be encouraged? That means, if family unity means they all of them stand together, they all of them are always with each other. How this can be encouraged? How this can be motivated? Family unity can be encouraged in the following ways. This is a question of do you know. In every chapter you find there are few do you know questions. I have taken this from that. Treat all the members with respect. If in a family, as you are the child and you are learning from your family members, you have to treat all the members with equal respect. You have to learn the quality of forgiving others and forgetting their mistakes. If somebody who is younger to you has done a mistake, and so being the elder one or being elder to him, you should always be ready to forget his mistake and forgive him, and at the same time tell him what is right and what is wrong. Spend quality time together. This is very important for every family, that all of the family members who spend time with each other. This is the way by which they will be able to know the problems, the joys, the sorrows of each other. So during this lockdown situation, this is the best time for a family to spend quality time together, isn't it, children? Your father, who spends most of the time at his working place, is now with you. So your entire family is with you now, your parents and you, and if you are in a joint family, your grandfather, your grandmother, your uncle, your aunt, cousins. So many people are spending the time together. You can utilize this time. You can have a quality time together, laughing, enjoying, playing games, having conversation, listening to stories from your grandparents. So with this, we come to an end of extra questions. Children, you go through these extra questions, understand it, and if you have any problem, you can clear your doubts. I am always ready to help you out. Thank you.